because of your deal that you did with the Mauritians that would then tell the Chinese, that would then tell the Iranians.
Sarah Pochin shares insights on David Lammy's recent statements. What you need to know. Okay, you're not going to believe what just came out in the open. While most people were scrolling past their feeds, one statement has suddenly put David Lammy back in the spotlight. Sarah Pochin, known for her sharp political commentary, took to social media earlier today, and what she revealed about Lammy has everyone talking. And trust me, this isn't just idle gossip, it's the kind of insight that gets Parliament buzzing, analysts debating, and the public questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. So, what happened? Let's break it down. Earlier this week, Lammy made remarks during a policy discussion that were largely overlooked by mainstream media at first. But Pochin, digging into the nuances, shared context, highlights, and interpretations that many missed. She pointed to specific phrases, the timing of the statements, and the implications for policy debates on immigration, social welfare, and constituency concerns. The way she presented it, with video clips, quotes, and her own analysis, turned what was a routine policy discussion into a moment of intense public interest. And suddenly, social media erupted. People started debating. What did Lammy really mean? Was this a shift in policy stance? Or simply an attempt to clarify complex legislation in real time? One political analyst commented, "Sarah Pochin has a knack for highlighting details that can easily slip under the radar." What she pointed out about Lammy's phrasing actually changes how the public might perceive his position. And the reactions weren't just online. MPs, political insiders, and community leaders began weighing in. Some defended Lammy, emphasizing that his comments were consistent with broader policy frameworks. Others questioned whether his statements were clear enough, arguing that the public deserves more transparency, especially on issues that directly impact communities. Social media, predictably, exploded. Threads, hashtags, and trending posts all centered around her breakdown of Lammy's statements. One viewer tweeted, "Finally, someone explains it in plain language. I understand what Lammy was trying to say now." Another user chimed in, "This is why context matters. Without it, politicians' words can be twisted." It's also worth noting that this moment sheds light on the power of intermediaries in political communication. Sarah Pochin isn't just sharing news, she's interpreting it, adding context, and shaping public understanding. And in doing so, she influences how politicians like Lammy are perceived. Now, let's zoom in on the implications. Lammy's statements, as clarified by Pochin, touch on key policy areas: immigration and community integration, resource allocation and social programs, legislative priorities that affect constituencies directly. Each of these areas is sensitive, and misinterpretation can quickly lead to controversy. That's why Pochin's analysis matters. It gives people a framework to understand the intent behind Lammy's words, without jumping to unverified conclusions. Inside Parliament, sources tell us, there was noticeable tension after Pochin's post went viral. MPs were reportedly discussing the nuances of Lammy's remarks in caucus meetings, debating whether clarifications or follow-ups were necessary. One insider remarked, "It's rare for a commentary to create this much internal discussion. It shows how engaged people are with policy when it's explained clearly." The public response? Equally intense. Comments poured in across platforms. One person wrote, "This is why we need more analysts like Pochin. She makes politicians accountable while giving context." Another added, "I might not agree with Lammy on everything, but now I at least understand his position." So, what does this mean moving forward? First, it highlights the importance of clarity in political communication. Politicians' words matter, and even small nuances can have large ripple effects when amplified by media commentators. Second, it shows the power of social media and independent analysis. Pochin's role in this story isn't just commentary, it's shaping the conversation, bringing attention to details that could easily have gone unnoticed. And finally, it underscores a broader trend in politics. Transparency isn't just about what's said, it's about how it's interpreted, explained, and understood by the public. Without proper context, even straightforward statements can lead to confusion or mistrust. As for Lammy himself, sources indicate he is aware of the heightened attention and may issue further clarifications or statements in the coming days. Whether this will quell questions or fuel additional debate remains to be seen. Here's the bottom line for viewers watching right now. Moments like this are reminders that politics isn't just about policy, it's about perception, communication, and interpretation. One comment, one clarification, one analysis can change the public conversation overnight. So, the next time you see a political statement, remember, the details matter, context matters, and voices like Sarah Pochin's play a crucial role in helping the public navigate the noise. What happens next may set the tone for Lammy's policy discussions in the coming months. And the question remains, if this is just the beginning, how much more will we learn as debates unfold, statements are dissected, and the public continues to engage? One thing is certain, people are paying attention, and every word matters now more than ever. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and the next development could change the conversation entirely.